The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Hi, this is Ron Kincher with Muddy River News. Welcome to the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank. Leffers Landscaping is our guest. We have Emily Winchester, Jack Leffers, the new owners of Leffers Landscaping. So why would two young people in your 20s want to buy a business? How did this all come about?
So the company was owned by our grandparents.
Right.
They started in 1973. And Jack and I have always been involved in it. We started working there summers, and actually my grandma was cleaning out one of the closets, and she found a time card from back when I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So me and Jack have always kind of joked about being involved, but it was never serious until we realized that our grandparents, were wanting to take a step back and were wanting to sell the business, but they couldn't really find the right fit.
Right.
And so me and Jack and my husband talked about it seriously, and it was something that we wanted to get involved in. We wanted it to stay in the family, and we wanted to continue the business.
So what were you doing prior to that, Emily?
I'm an accountant.
Okay.
So
that kind of fits with the
Yes.
business. And Jack, how involved? Did you ever work full-time there?
Full-time during the summer.
Just
as
during
much
the
as
summer?
I could,
Okay.
on break. But
And then were you in college at the time you bought it?
Yeah.
And then now you're no longer in college, so you just decided, I can't let my sister do this by herself. She's going to
Right.
screw it up, that type of thing?
Oh, yeah. So we talked about this probably 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was still in school. But as the ball started rolling and we got closer to buying it, I was like, well, I got a big decision to make. And, when an opportunity presents itself, I got to
You got to jump
take
on it.
that,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
So did you guys talk about this when you're like 10 years ago that this might happen? Because I was really, to be honest with you, I was shocked that you guys did this. I know you guys, and I mean that's a huge step at your age to put equity into something like this.
yeah.
Right.
No, we always just kind of joked about oh, what if we take it over and I work in the office? But it was never serious. I never thought we'd actually be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, Justin
Yeah.
was probably the one. He kind of approached me as we started joking about it, and then his jokes started to turn serious, and he was like, well, maybe we actually try to do that. So
And Justin's your husband, and
Yes.
what did he
Yeah.
do prior to this?
So he was a correctional officer, and then he also worked at Martin Tractor.
Okay, but so he had not worked at the landscaping business
No,
prior
not
to
this one. In high school and in college, he did a lot of maintenance. He
Okay.
mowed yards, things like that. But
Okay, so your grandpa was the owner, and how involved is he now with what you guys are doing?
he kind of comes and goes whenever he wants to, honestly, but he is a great resource. He's always available. Being retired, he's one phone call away.
Is
he
he
stops
there?
in quite a bit.
I was just going to say, is he there more than you want him to be?
Sometimes,
we got it.
yeah. Well, so at the beginning, when he first retired, he kind of stayed away a little bit more. But I think, when you do that for 50 years, it's hard to just step away and
Right.
not have any involvement with it.
Yeah.
But we definitely use him as a resource quite a bit.
Do you use him more than you thought you would going into this?
No, I'd say about what we expected.
Okay.
There's a lot that goes into it, and you can't replicate 50
Right.
years of experience with textbooks or anything. So.
No. I've talked to a lot of businesses that are family owned, and when the younger generation comes in, there's a little bit of modernization that has to go on
Yes.
because not that your grandpa wasn't old, I'm assuming he was old school, but a lot of
Yeah.
pen and paper,
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
things in memory that would have to be transferred to you guys.
Yes. So my grandma worked in the office like I'm doing now, and everything was paper. Their billing, their everything. So I came in and took it all, and now it's all on computer.
Okay.
So that was a big tackle.
What about tickets and things like that for customers? Were they all on paper also, and they continue?
Handwritten. Yeah.
Everything.
Not
So-
printed. So.
I'm assuming you have like general annual contracts and stuff like that for
Right.
people, and that was all by hand also. Have you been able to get that a little bit? That's all. That's
Yeah,
all. Emily?
she's been tearing into that. There's totes and totes of paperwork, and she's been implementing that onto the computer.
Okay.
Since we bought it, you've been
Yeah.
putting stuff on the computer,
Okay.
so it's taken a while.
All right, so has that then been the biggest challenge for you guys then? I guess for you, obviously, the modernization of it.
Yeah, it took a little bit just because I had to work with my grandma at first.
How'd that go?
It was good,
Okay.
but it was also kind of hard to translate because, she doesn't know anything with computers. So it was hard for me to translate, like, what I was trying to do and then her paper. But we've gotten it, and she's able to. She doesn't really come in anymore because she was coming in, like, once a week trying to help me. She's good, and I pretty much have it taken care of.
So did you run into a situation where you were getting frustrated with your grandmother? I mean, you had the typical grandma-granddaughter relationship, and now it's a business-type relationship. Was that a bit of a challenge to get over?
Yeah, it's a little hard just because, like, they've been doing it for over 50 years. So, like, their way, they are kind of stuck in, like, how they did it. And so when we kind of want to change some things, which a lot of it is staying the same, it's been successful for 50 years, so
Right.
we want to keep it. But just modernizing it, and so it was a little hard but they are so helpful,
Right.
and they want us to succeed, and so.
And I'm sure they gave you a family discount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you give us a brief overview of what you guys do there at Leffers Landscaping?
We do a lot of landscape construction, maintenance. We just started we're going to start doing irrigation maintenance now. We're not doing full installs now, but we're certified and licensed to maintenance irrigation. We do lawn applications. And one of the things that people really don't know about us is we have a nursery
Right.
that's open to the public. So the retail side of it, we sell rock, plants, mulch, dirt, boulders. We've got it all pretty much. So.
So the plants. So do you do trees? I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? So is it all this? Is it the plants and trees and stuff like that someone would use in landscaping? I know that sounds like a
Right.
stupid question, but is that, or do you
Yes.
provide like garden type variety plants and stuff like that
Some
too?
of
We
it,
have
yeah.
some perennials, but yes, we use those in, if we're doing a install of a whole new, revision of your landscaping, we'll use what we have. We order at the beginning of the year. We'll have a truck come in here in about a month, and we, prior to the year, we'll pick out what we want to get in, and that's what we'll use for the year. We still
Okay.
have some stuff left over that's in our greenhouse, but a majority of what we'll use this year is new coming in.
So that's a challenge in running a greenhouse, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. And,
Yeah.
So how old is the greenhouse? And there's that, how old's the greenhouse, and is there a modernization portion of what you guys have to do to that?
What's there now is about 20 years old, which is when it was built. We do need to do some renovating to it, but that's another thing that Floyd's a lot of help with.
Is that
with
your
the plants.
grandpa?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. His plant knowledge is way greater than mine.
I think this spring, he's going to be like our nursery guy. He's going to take care of it, and so
Okay.
give him something to do.
And I'm sure you'll pay him like $5 an hour. to do
Yep,
that, right? So what has been, having worked part-time and now owning the business, what was the biggest thing that your grandpa left for you guys from a knowledge perspective?
He just knows everything and anything to do with any plants, and that's a big thing. That's something that you learn over years and years, and so it's going to take us a little bit. And I think that's what some people were concerned is, like, Floyd has been doing it for so long and he knows just about anything. And so when we step in, are we going to have the same knowledge? And so he is just trying to instill that knowledge in us. And we also have him kind of as a dictionary.
Right. Okay. So great to have him in at speed dial, basically, right?
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if people want to get in contact with you, how would they do so?
So we have a Facebook page that you can go to. We also, our number is 217-224-5296. You can call us anytime. You can also stop in our office. Sometimes it's kind of hit and miss just because we have people out on the jobs and stuff. So it is kind of nice to schedule appointments so that someone's there.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah,
And good luck.
appreciate you having
Good
us.
luck.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Leffers Landscaping, Emily
you.
Winchester, Jack Leffers. I'm Ron Kincher with Muddy River News. Business Spotlight brought to you by Mercantile Bank.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisor shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.